Hello, Satnam. Happy Saturday. This is Kundalini Yoga with Kara Looney, live here on YouTube, as we do every Saturday. It is getting very beautiful and sunny out today. I can't wait to get outside. Good to see everybody here as you're signing on. We practice here every Saturday with Kundalini Yoga, exploring all different facets of the practice of yogic and lifestyle related topics, and really just moving our energy, moving our life force, bringing more vitality, more consciousness, more awareness into our lives as a result of our participation in this very sacred technology we call Kundalini Yoga. All the music I run through a program called Yogi Tunes, so that will be making use of all the artist music. You could go to www.yogitunes.com to kind of learn more about their offering for copyrighted music. I'm here every Saturday on YouTube practicing Kundalini Yoga live. You can also practice with me 4 days a week live on a platform on my website. If you go to karalooney.com, you'll be able to find the Yoga Club classes section. I offer a handful of different membership options depending on your day, time, and yoga style preference. I teach both Kundalini and flow. And then I also have the option for you to drop into a class anytime you like by going down to the drop-in section under the Yoga Club classes portion of my website. Again, that's on karalooney.com. You can get on my mailing list and learn about all the things we have upcoming, whether it's our next 40-day meditation journey, which will be coming up probably in the middle of May. We're going full steam ahead right now with our Pranic Life Force 40-day meditation journey, where we're working on all different breathing techniques, 6 different breathing techniques or pranayama techniques. 3 are more slow and more nurturing and more healing. 3 of them are very powerful, purifying and energizing. So that's been really fun. We're midway through our 40-day meditation journey on the Pranic Life Force. Let's see what else. You can practice with me on Yoga Club. You see me here every Saturday. Hi, Elizabeth. Let's see. Our next 40-day meditation journey, as I said, should be coming up around the middle of May. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already on my mailing list and you would like to be, you can just go to karalooney.com. Right on the homepage, you'll see join mailing list, or you can go to the contact section, ask me any questions, and send me your email so I can add you to my mailing list. If you'd like to make a donation, if you'd like to make an energy exchange to today's class, if it served you in some way, I'm always open for a donation. You can find me through PayPal under karalooneyyoga@gmail.com. You can also find me on Square Cash and Zelly. Hi, Howard. Good to see you. So those are all the sort of administrative details to go through. For those of you who know me and have been practicing with me for a while, you probably know that I've started taking courses in Vedic astrology, and it's just blowing my mind. There's a lot to learn. So I'm one of those people that endeavors not to try and teach something until I got a good, strong understanding of it. So I'm gonna wait on a lot of stuff until I understand things more clearly. But there are topics of discussion that I think are really worth exploring, that this has opened up for me in a way that expands beyond what I've learned as a yoga teacher through my various teachers and my various programs that I've taken as a yoga teacher. This course I'm taking in Vedic astrology is so expanding, like exponentially, on some of the things that we learn as yoga teachers, and it's really beautiful. So today, we're going to be working with the first graha, or what we call a planet, but I'll explain the differentiation between the two in a moment. We're going to be working with the sun. The planet, we consider it a planet, a graha. In Vedic astrology, we're working with the sun energy today. So all of the next classes, whether it be here on YouTube or in my Yoga Club classes, we're going to be working with the grahas. Monday we'll be working with the moon. So if you want to drop into that Monday class, you could go to karalooney.com, go into the Yoga Club classes section, scroll down and go to drop-ins and pick that Monday class. And all of the classes, for the next 7 Kundalini classes I teach, we're going to be working on the grahas. And there are actually 9 grahas, but 2 of them are not actually physical manifestations. They're just shadows of the moon. So we're going to be working with the 7, and I'll explain the nodes when we talk about the moon a little bit more. So today, the sun, very exciting. This is such a powerful energy in our lives, right? Without it, life as we know it would not be able to exist. So we're going to be working with how that impacts us in our material existence, how that influences our lives. Great to see you all. Please feel free to enter into the chat field any comments or questions you have before we get started. And we have our mantra of the week. We're going to be working with the Laya Yoga mantra. And this mantra actually complements today's intention. This mantra is a mantra that helps that Kundalini energy within us express itself, rise it up through the central channel of the spine. And the sun itself is associated with the rising and the manifestation of the Kundalini energy. So we're going to be working with a couple different mantras today, practicing to the vibration of mantras, meditating to the vibration of mantras, and working in some nice energizing kriya to complement that sun energy. Okay, so I'm going to slide back. We'll get started. And any questions or comments you mentioned between now and the end of class, I'll just have to address at the end of class. Okay, thank you, everybody, and let's get started. Good to see you all. All right. Please find a nice comfortable place to sit. Shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe take a couple neck rolls, loosen yourself up. And do yourself a favor. If you're in a room by yourself, close the door. If your phone is nearby, you push it away. Right? Minimize those distractions that can allow you to really stay in the vibration of the practice, of the vibration of the collective consciousness we're creating as we practice here together in virtual space, right? So even though we're not here together in physical space, there is a connection created. And what's interesting is when we get into these, to entertain these subtler realms, right? Time becomes a little bit more flexible, right? So even though you might be participating in this through video, not necessarily live, there is some level of connected consciousness, tapping into a state of awareness that we endeavor toward collectively. All right, so minimize your distractions and dedicate this time to a sacred hour and 15 minutes to our spiritual practice. Let's close the eyes and just take a few deep breaths in through the nose. Find yourself in a comfortable, relaxed position, one that feels sustainable. And if it turns out to be not so sustainable, then shift it into a posture that feels more comfortable. There's no perfect way to do this. It's just a matter of doing it. Once I start long, deep breathing, the throat tickles start. All right. Let's bring our hands to the heart center, rub the palms. One of my friends and students sent me a picture, like a video of a big pine tree being cut down that I guess had to be cut down because it was producing just exorbitant amounts of pollen. And when the tree was cut down, it was just this huge plume of like yellow smoke, which was pollen. And I feel like that tree might be near me or something like that, or it was near me. I swear pollen is so much worse this year. And I just found that video totally symbolic of what I feel like the experience outdoors is lately. All right, we tune in with our sacred invocational mantra, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher within. We're calling on that high self. We're calling on the sun manifestation within ourselves, that highest, most clear and conscious, pristine and purified aspect of our being. We're calling on that. We're inviting it to step forth. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher within. And then we tune in with a mantra called the Mangalacharan mantra, a mantra of protection, a mantra of surrender. Shoulders down and away, chin to the chest. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose to begin. Om Namo Guru Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Take a deep breath. And release. Let's tune in with a Mangalacharan mantra. Mantra of protection, mantra of surrender. And please excuse my coughing. Here we go. Argure name, Jugar gure name, Sat gure name, Siri Gurudev Vename, Arengure name, Jugar gure name, Sat gure name, Siri Gurudev Vename. Arengure name, Jugarengure name, Satgure name, Siri Gurudev Vename. Take a deep breath in. And suspend breath. And release. It's so funny. I smile every time, like, I kind of get caught up in my throat like that. Because immediately an image appears in my mind of that Linda Richmond skit from Saturday Night Live where she's like, I got spilkis and my connectic is oink. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. I'm like all beklempt. But it ends up working itself out through the process. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good to have you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Today we are working with one of the grahas, and we'll talk about what a graha is. We're working with a sun today. Vedic astrology, also known as the sacred science of Jyotish, is a very sacred branch of the Vedas. My teacher, Freedom Cole, who I'm taking introductory Vedic astrology courses with, explains what Jyotish is in a very practical way by comparing it against, say, for example, Ayurveda, and I like to compare it also against yoga, where he says Ayurveda works with the doshas, right? Pitta, Kapha, Vata, and I like to think that yoga works with the koshas, right? We work with the Annamaya kosha, the physical body, the Manomaya kosha, the mental body, the Pranamaya kosha, the pranic body, the Vyanamaya kosha, the energy body, and the Anandamaya kosha, right? That bliss body. That's what we're working with in yoga. And in Jyotish, we work with what are called the kendras. We have, as he states, we work with the kendras. We have our Dharma, Moksha, Artha, Kama, right? Dharma is our purpose in life. Moksha is our spirituality. Artha is our wealth and sustainability, right? And Kama is our needs and our pleasure. So that's what we work with in Vedic astrology and Jyotish. We work with, through that, we use the grahas, which are shorthandedly described as the planets. But in the English definition of the word planet, the sun and the moon and the nodes of the moon don't actually fall under that context. So we go back into what the Sanskrit term in Vedic astrology works with, which is more specific, which is the grahas. Grahas are the manner through which our karma plays out in our lives, unique to us. And then we have the houses and the signs. The planets move through the houses and the signs, and the houses are called the bhavas and the signs are called the rashis. In Jyotisha and Jyotish, it is held true that the grahas, the sun, the moon, and the nodes of the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, are incarnations of Vishnu. And Vishnu is that force of God, that God force that sustains, upholds, and protects. It is through the unique quality of these grahas that our specific karma unfolds. Okay, so when you're saying, I trust that God has my back, I'm surrendering to a higher power, right? That's that Vishnu aspect, that one that helps us sustain, the one that helps us uphold and protects us, right? So when you're speaking in those terms with relation to your higher power, you're talking about the Vishnu aspect of God, or of universal force, whatever you'd like to call it. Now the signs, the rashis, that the grahas move through, that the planets move through, give the quality or situation of the karma, right? And the houses, or the bhavas, identify the area of life. Okay, so that's how it all kind of plays out with the movement of the planets within the signs and within the houses. The planet is the karma, the sign is the quality or the situation, and the bhava is the area of life, whether it's home, work, life, love, anything like that. So today we will be exploring the graha of the sun. We will work with a kriya that strengthens our sun energy to help us really make use of how the sun manifests itself in our particular karmic makeup. The sun represents our soul, our dharma, the highest self, and the most divine qualities within us. Divine leadership, compassion, benevolence, generosity, purification. It symbolizes the Father. It symbolizes power, position, respect, and the divine masculine. When working with the sun, we promote detoxification, purification, enlightening, self-worth, and self-esteem, right? Working with the sun promotes those qualities. It also helps relieve illness, right? Any deviation from connection, or any minimization of the sun's powerful aspect. It helps relieve illness, sluggishness, depression, sadness, all right? The sun leads us into knowing, into intuition, into truth, and into universal consciousness, connection with that universal consciousness. And to the degree that a person identifies with the need for a clear expression of the sun and the qualities, as I mentioned, in their being, one can employ asana postures, kriyas, mudras, drishtis, meditations, and mantras to strengthen the expression of the sun energy within them and through them, as it works through them in their dharma. Some examples of things that you can use to help strengthen the sun energy. In Kundalini yoga, tuning in or chanting in the morning at the rise of sun with long ekonkars, that strengthens the sun energy. We have the Savitur Gayatri mantra. We have sun salutations, right? If you're a hatha yogi, your sun salutations. If you practice the science of mudras, Surya mudra, where you touch the sun finger, the thumb and the ring finger, that's your sun finger. And today's set, our Surya Kriya is what we're going to do, which helps us strengthen the sun energy. Okay, and specifically what this Kriya says, it says, this Kriya is named after the sun energy. When you have a lot of sun energy, you do not get cold, you are energetic, you are expressive, you are extroverted, you are enthusiastic. It is the energy of purification. It holds weight down and charges the metabolism, aids in digestion. It makes the mind clear, analytic, and action-oriented. Okay, so we are systematically stimulating the pranic life force energy in the body here today, and activating the Kundalini energy itself as well. So it's going to be a really nice, energizing set. This is a set that's really best to do in the first part of the day, because it's going to bring a lot of energy. And if you find that you have maybe a little bit of a hard time falling asleep, depending on what time you actually do this set, if you're doing this by recording, do a little either Sitali pranayama before you go to bed, or long deep breathing before you go to bed, with a hand on the belly, can help calm the nervous system down in a way that can benefit you for sleep. All right, let's start with some warm-ups. Let's take the hands on the shins. Let's start with Sufi circles. Hang on a sec.
Battery 80%. Connected to iPhone.
All right, nice beautiful warm-up with the Gayatri Mantra. Eyes at third eye center. Rolling through Sufi circles. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Connecting to the energy of the sun. Maybe you can feel the sunlight shining on your face while you practice. If not, just envision the sun shining on your face. Let's take 4 more in this direction, just grounding our lowest energy center. Last time, let's inhale forward, exhale reverse. Inhale and exhale. Reaching through the heart, rounding through the back. Eyes at third eye center. Let's take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift through the heart, spinal flex forward, spinal flex back. Keep those eyes at third eye. Our sense of sight is aligned with the power of the energy of the sun, right? That which brings light allows us to see. Focusing your energy at the third eye center, or seat of intuition. Opening through the heart. Feeling the spine become lubricated, open, receptive. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lifting up high to the crown of the head. Exhale. Hands come onto the shoulders. Shoulders down away from the ears. Let's inhale left. Exhale, twist right. Keep that navel nice and tight into the spine. Feel yourself free moving. Right? No restriction, no grasping, no resistance in these rotations. Keeping those eyes at third eye, charging up the energy of the heart. Alright, let's lift those hands off the shoulders, index finger and thumb. Keep the breath moving, opening up the chest. Now reach those arms up 60 degrees. Nice and strong, projective energy. Breath is strong. Feeling that energy rising up to the heart. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach arms nice and high. And exhale, sweep. Sweeping through the energy field. Charging the energy in the hands and the palms, the fingers. Sweeping through that auric field. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's go for 4, 3, two, and last one. Reach arms nice and high, sweep. And exhale, hinge, bow forward. It's gonna roll over on. It's gonna roll over onto tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. This little one's been making me laugh today. All right. Now let's inhale, lift chin and tail. Exhale, round turkey Keep moving through, distributing that cerebrospinal fluid through the central channel of the spine, breathing your way through, distributing prana. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, chin and tail rise. Exhale, round tuck-and-toe. Let's sit back, child's pose. Let the forehead come down toward the ground. Just taking a few breaths. Connecting here into presence. Just a few moments of stillness to connect into the present moment. Gain awareness of your witness, of your breath, of the crisp moment now. All right, let's rise up. Nothing like a little kiss in your ear to bring you into presence. All right. Now, to the degree that you can tap into this consciousness while you're practicing, I'd like you to connect to the sun. Connect to those qualities that I described in the Dharma talk. Maybe some of those qualities manifest in you quite strongly. Maybe some of those qualities are underexpressed or underexperienced. And so allow today's work, allow today's set to help energize and reconnect you to the unique way that those qualities express themselves through you by way of the sun. Okay. Now we're going to start with some breathing through the right nostril only. Okay, so our left nostril is associated with the moon, calm, cool, receptive, feminine energy. Our right nostril, Pingala energy channel from base of spine to entrance of nostril, is our masculine energy channel associated with the sun, right? This is action-oriented, very hot. Where the moon is cool, this is very hot. Where the moon is receptive, this is very projective. So we're working with that very strong masculine sun energy, very analytical, very clear, very sharp. And these qualities benefit us. And sometimes these qualities are a little bit overactivated within us. But when we bring ourselves into connecting with the sun, we can bring it back into its most sattvic expression, okay? So whether, there is an underexpression or an overexpression, we can bring that expression into balance and harmony. So I'd like you to take your left thumb up on your left nostril. Right hand, we're going to put in Surya Mudra today. Okay, so I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to bring it onto my right finger. Eyes are up at third eye center. I'm going to take some long, deep breaths in through that right nostril. In through the nose, out through the nose, right nostril only. Take those eyes at the third eye. Here we go. Let the belly inflate, and then let the belly deflate. Hear the sound of your breath. You may start to feel some heat. Take your time with this. Be patient. Be here now with me. Get a rhythm with the breath. As the mantra moves, inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep that eye at third eye center and continue. Stay with me. Let's go for 4 more rounds of this breath. Last 2. Last time. And exhale. Release the left hand from the face. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through both nostrils. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Just sit for a moment with the palms facing up on the knees. Giving yourself a few moments to gain awareness into any shifts, any transformations that might be experienced within you. This is one of the reasons we call Kundalini Yoga the yoga of awareness, the intention to give ourselves presence to experience the result of the Kriya. These are transformative technologies. Part of that transformation requires an awareness being applied. This is a wonderful Kriya set to do if you have to really work on a project, really focus and hone in on a topic, whether it's studying or meeting a deadline. Notice how you might have transformed into a conscious alertness. Gently blink the eyes open. Let's transfer on to rock pose. We're going to come into Sat Kriya. This exercise helps release any stored or blocked energy at the navel center, right? So hips are sitting directly onto the heels. I'm going to take a mudra that encourages the energy all the way up through my chakras, up through the crown of my head. I'm going to interlace my Saturn, Sun, and Mercury finger. My Jupiter finger extends to the sky. All right, and I'm going to chant the mantra Sat as I engage my bathroom muscles, pull up my navel center lock, and then release. Okay, so Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Okay, breath. People have asked me a couple times, how do I breathe while I'm doing Sat Kriya? First of all, if you're finding that you can't breathe, you're applying a little too much force and anxiety into it. Right? The breath should come naturally. You should find a natural pattern with the breath. If you're not finding a natural pattern with the breath, slow it down. Release any gripping you may be feeling in the body, right? This is not a forceful expression of Kriya, although sometimes this can be challenging to hold, and then so people sometimes create a little inflammation around it, and it restricts the breathing. Find yourself relaxed and the breathing will come. Okay? Take eyes up at third eye center. Employ that very powerful mudra. Eyes are up at third eye center. And we'll begin to chant Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. All right. Just waiting for our little guide here. Here we go.
Nam
Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat. Think of yourself as a tower, emitting a signal. At the same time, you're a receiver, accepting universal energy. There's an interchange. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat. Soften yourself. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam 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 Sat, Nam. Inhale. Take a big belly breath, root block, third eye, reach those arms up, suspend the breath. Exhale. Again, inhale. Suspend, engage, direct. And exhale, release the hands down through the energy field, nice and slow. Connect to your energy. Visualize it. And feel it all around you. Hands on the thighs. Take a few breaths. Bear witness. Gain awareness. Gently blink the eyes open. Please come back into seated cross-legged position. All right, now some powerful spinal flexes, hands are on the shins. And to the degree that you can, to the degree that you can tap into that mental chanting of a mantra, please chant Sat Nam mentally. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. We're moving very rhythmically, very powerfully through the spine. Chin remains parallel to the floor, it's just the spine. Here we go. Moving through the shoulders, feel the chest open, breaking up tension around the neck, shoulders, chest, shoulder blades. Chanting in the mind, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Tapping into the sun energy. That which purifies, that which uplifts, that which enlightens, that which overcomes depression, sadness, deafness. That which lives and sees in truth, that which cannot be deceived. Keep with me, stay in it. Building that heat, distributing that consciousness and that pranic life force energy. Your lungs and your back, your kidneys are going to thank you. Almost there. Last minute, stay with it. Stay in this space. Very energized, very purifying. Detoxing the organs and the lungs. The digestive organs and the lungs. The purifying organs.
Hara Hara Vaheguru, Hara Hara Vaheguru, Hara Hara Vaheguru.
Now inhale, lift.
Hara Hara
Suspend the
Vaheguru,
breath, relax, third eye. Long in the neck, soften the shoulders.
Hara Hara Vaheguru,
Keep the posture, exhale. And inhale. Suspend, engage, direct.
Vaheguru, Hara Hara Vaheguru, Hara Hara Vaheguru.
And exhale, release. Rest for a moment. Gain awareness. Gain clarity. Experience yourself just a little bit more purified, a little bit more authentic. Getting out of the mind chatter, out of labels that we apply, moving into the purity of our consciousness. Gently blink the eyes open. I'd like you to roll over onto your knees. And we're going to come onto the balls of the feet. We're going to go for 26 frogs. Okay, frog involves first fingertips pressing down into the ground, activating the energy of all the planets associated with these fingers. I'm going to inhale, lift, extend my legs, tuck my chin. Exhale, drop my hips, lift my head up. Feet can be grounded, hands can be on the thighs as you move through this a little bit more conservatively. Let's go for 26 on my count. Here we go. 1, no holding the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes at third eye. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ground the feet, hang in that forward fold. Grab onto opposite elbows, bend in the knees, and rock from side to side. Inhale, lift a flat spine, and then come down onto rock pose, please. Just rest for a moment. Connect to your breath. Okay. Eyes are at third eye center. Hands are on the thighs. We're going to take inhale, head turns to the left. Exhale, head turns to the right. Okay. Mentally chanting Sat Nam. Here we go. Mentally chanting Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Long spine. No tension in the neck. It's very loose. Very receptive and responsive.
Jai Jai Jagakaran Srishti Uparan Tam Pratiparan Jat Ganga Kagakanda Bihandang Kaladala Kandang Atarana Nandana Parabandang Pujitang Akandang Teja Parjang.
Calling in that sun energy and working on the throat chakra. Allowing our expression to be high expression of truth, in high alignment, fully expressive of the soul.
Kagakanda Vihandang Kaladali Kandang Atarana Mandane Parabandang Pujitanda akandanga teja parchandanga jyota amandanga panaprapanga sukha santa karananga durmata
Nice and easy. Eyes at third eye. Stay with me. Allow this to be sacred. Don't judge it. Sink into it. Embrace it. Allow it to be a teacher.
Kakakanda bihandanga kaledale kandanga aterane mandane parabandanga Pujitanda akandanga teje parchandanga jata amandanga paniprapanga Sukha santa karananga durmate taranang kilabeke haranang asasaranang
Last 30 seconds.
Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jayate Ganga Kagakanda Bihandanga Kalidale Kandanga Aterana Mandane Parabandanga Pujitanda Akandanga Teje Prachandanga Jyote Amandanga Paniprapanga Sukha
Suspend the breath. Relax third eye.
Taranang Kilebeke Haranang Asasaranang Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jayate Ganga
Again, inhale.
Kagakanda Bihandanga Kalidale Kandanga Aterana Mandane Parabandanga
Exhale.
Pujitanda Akandanga Teje Parchandanga Jyote
Pause for a
Amandanga
moment. Allowing the breath to come in
Paniprapanga
naturally.
Sukha Santa Karananga Durmata Taranang Kilebeke Haranang Asasaranang Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana
Gently blink your eyes open.
Pratiparana
Come into a seated cross-legged position.
Kagakanda Bihandanga
Hands come onto the
Kalidale
shoulders.
Kandanga Aterana Mandane Parabandanga Pujitanda Akandanga
I want your hips nice and grounded, and we're just tipping from the right to the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep that chest lifted and open, bending from side to side. Okay, this is rebalancing the electromagnetic field around the body. Doing a little work for the organs to purify.
Pujitanda akanda teje parchanda jyote amanda paniprapanga Sukha Santa Karananga Durmata Taranang Kilibiti Haranang Asasaranang Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jayate Ganga Kagakanda Bihandanga Kaledale Kandanga Aterane Mandane
Tapping into the sun.
Pujitanda Akandanga Teje Parjanga
Highest expression of your soul. Connection to the Father.
Sukha Santa Karananga
Connection to high governance. Right? Conscious governing. You can apply this to anything. Conscious capitalism, right? Maybe a little bit of Mercury in there. But anything done consciously, in alignment, in high order, in connection to God, universal source. Just tapping into the sun. Be truthful with yourself.
Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jayate Ganga
30 more seconds. Keep the breath moving.
Pujitanda akandanga teje parchandanga jyote amandanga paniprapanga Sukha Santa Karananga Durmate Tarananga Kilibeke Harananga Sasarananga Jai Jai Jagakarana Srishti Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jayate Ganga
That's 10, 9, 8,
Kagakanda Bihandanga Kalidale Kandanga
6,
Aterane Mandanga
5,
Parabandanga
4,
Pujitanga akandanga teje parchandanga jota amandanga panaprapanga Sukasanta karunanga durmata darunanga kilibeke harananga sasarananga Jai Jagakarana Sriste Uparana Mama Pratiparana Jeta Ganga
Suspend, direct, engage.
Kakakanda Bihandanga Kaladali Kandanga Aterana Mandanga Parapandanga Pujidanda Akandanga Teje Parchandanga Jeta Amandanga Panaprapanga
Please employ Surya Mudra, thumb and ring finger, long spine, chin to chest, eyes strong at third eye. And let's come into a nice deep meditation before we lay down. Connecting to the sun.
Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya.
Long deep breathing into the belly, out through the nose. If you were asked to embody the sun, how would the sun express itself in physical posture seated? I'd like you to take that lift through the chest, draw the shoulders back, long through the neck, eyes at third eye. Dignified, supported.
Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya.
If you find yourself in the mind and fidgety, draw the energy down to the heart, connect to the breath, be in presence. Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Letting go of time and just being here with your breath.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Take your last inhale through the nose. Suspend the breath. Root lock, third eye. And exhale. Please come laying down on your back when you're ready. Feet and thighs turn out naturally. Palms face up next to the hips. Shoulders down away from the ears. Eyes draw up to third eye center. Allow the jaw to relax, tongue to soften in the mouth. Ears fall back. Have your awareness in the crown of the head. And as you lay there, feel, sense the sun shining its loving, purifying, healing energy on you. You're directly under its full cast of light. Bringing you back into balance with the alignment of your soul, the expression of universal consciousness. Gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. And rock from side to side. Roll onto one side into fetal position. Using the top hand to press yourself up seated. Cross-leg position. So funny when when I finish, honey, no. She's scratching at the floor mat. No. When I finish playing the bowls, when I'm playing the bowls, I don't hear the birds. But when I'm finished playing the bowls, all the birds start chirping around me outside. It's like they're like celebrating. It's really interesting. And a couple times where I've taught outdoors, I notice that when I play the bowls, it's silent. I can't hear any birds. And then when I finish, they all start like chittering and chattering. It's really interesting. I like to assume that they like it. So we have our mantra of the week, the Laya Yoga mantra. This mantra aligns really well with our intention around the sun today. This mantra works with helping us align with that creative energy, that sun energy, and how it's going to manifest through us in its highest expression. Okay, Ekonkar, and then we put a little inflection. Na, Ekonkar, Satnama, Siriwa, Hey Guru. And when we use that upward inflection of the sound, think of it as taking just another rise up further the central channel of the spine. Think of it as 3.5 cycles spiraling up through the central channel of the spine, the same way that the Kundalini energy rises. Ekonkara, Satnama, Siriwa, Hey Guru, and it comes back around, and we go through the same process. Okay? There is one creator of this creation. It is all a blessing. All is a blessing of the creator. This realization comes through Guru's grace. And I like to also use another interpretation of the term Waheguru. This realization comes through that within me, which brings me through the darkness to the light. Sometimes we tend to generalize the term guru and think that there's someone that needs to bestow a blessing upon us, right? The blessing lives within us. We just need to reclaim it, okay? That's what we're working with here in Kundalini Yoga. Okay, hands in Gyan Mudra, nice long spine, shoulders down away from the ears, chin to the chest. Ekonkar, Satnam, Siriwa, Hey Guru. Get in that nice position. Eyes the third eye. All right. Here we go. Ekonkar, Satnam, Siriwa, Hey Guru. Ekonkar, Satnam, Siriwa, Hey Guru. Ekonkar, Satnam. Siriwa, Hey Guru, Et Onkara, Satnam, 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 Siriwa. One more. Et Onkara, Satnam, Siriwa, Hey Guru, 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 Et Onkara, Satnam, Siriwa, Hey Guru. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath, block, third eye, big belly. Long. Exhale. Again, inhale. Suspend, engage, direct. And exhale, please. Good job. Just relax for a moment. Observe, bear witness, no judgment, just awareness. And can we bring this crispness into our lives off the mat, outside of the practice? Carry this self-reflection, this awareness, this neutrality, this observational dimension into all aspects of our lives. Let's close out the long time sun. 3 long vibrational expressions of the sound Satnam. We'll just chant this mantra a cappella one time through. 3 long vibrational Satnams. Take a deep breath in through the nose to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Close out 3 long Satnams. Satnam. Nam. Nam. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Suspend it. Bring folded hands to third eye center, blessing that you'll be guided by intuition and have the wisdom and courage to follow it. Exhale, bowing forward. Satnam. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Now, technically, sun worship like we did today, is best done on a Sunday, right? Because that is the sun's day. But we're meeting here today on Saturday, which normally would be Saturn's day. And at some point, I believe we will be celebrating Saturn on this day as we move through the grahas. If you want to join me Monday, come to one of my yoga club classes, Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. You can drop in if you're not already a member. And we'll be focusing on the moon and its nodes on Monday. And then on Thursday, we'll be working on Mars this week. Even though Mars is a Tuesday worship day, we'll be working with it on Thursday because that's the next time I teach Kundalini at 7 a.m. So again, if you'd like to drop in for the other two grahas that we have going on this week, which would be the moon and Mars, you could join me on Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday, we'll be focusing on Mars. We will be doing that at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? And I have all of my other classes on Yoga Club. Tomorrow we'll be doing a Vinyasa flow. I'd love to have you practice with me on my other classes on Yoga Club. You could go to caroluni.com and go to the Yoga Club classes section to learn about various memberships and drop-in classes. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself today with the sun. Let me see. I see a few little messages. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Paresh, Satnam. Honey has her cue to join in. Yes, she's on top of it, right? She knows the part she plays. There's the Kara show going on, the Kundalini show, and then there's the Honey show. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Hey, Steve, good to see you. You're welcome. And Howard, you're very welcome. Thank you guys for joining me today. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for flow. And then Monday, we'll be working on the moon and its nodes and how that affects us in our mind and in our emotional area. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Satnam. Bye-bye.